I mean, is Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get this sauce. Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday morning to you all. Hope you had a great Sunday. I was in the red. You know what? Actually, let's go see exactly how I was. I can't.
I got slaughtered.
I know you had a bad one. You still finished with a green week, slightly 0.4 up.
No, that math is wrong.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Once you add on today and yesterday, there's no chance.
Maybe he was talking about the last 7 days without today.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's zero chance.
All right, so here's my stuff today. Connor snuck into the top 20. This hit. Loss. Well, this is my golf stuff, so let's just talk baseball. Win, loss. This half unit thing actually had a chance, but it lost. Win, loss. So slightly in the red. Pretty much a, I guess like 3-3 or something. But I also bet, I placed a live bet that lost, and I also bet the Dodgers, but I forgot to post it on the website. So I was in the red today. Yeah, Mets team total there on Sunday Night Baseball. Wanted it. They got a couple all freed. Couldn't do shit against the Yankees bullpen. So, all right. So, Cubs on the road. Westbury, dude, no, you didn't. Corey Connor snuck into the top 20. He said, terrible day. I lost every bet. You had Corey Connor's top 20, man. He snuck in there. All right. Cubs, Marlins in Miami up first. I still think 9 feels a little low. You can't get an 8.5 here, can you? You can get an 8.5 right now on FanDuel. Doesn't that feel low? Over, right?
I don't know about that. I mean, I guess I don't really have a strong opinion on the under, so I'm not going to argue against you, but
it just seems like they're off market a little bit. They have an 8.5, but everywhere else has a 9. But by the way, guys, in the comments, does my mic seem lower volume than normal? Just a yes or no. But go ahead, Toast.
I'm just not really in love with what I'm seeing from either one of these offenses, and not that I think that. I mean, Cabrera, I don't think that he's as bad as what he has shown. And even if the Cubs get to him a little bit, it's not like the Cubs are getting to a whole bunch of righty starters that they've seen. And to be dead honest with you, I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen from Ben Brown so far. So he's also had 3 away starts, Oakland, the Dodgers, and Milwaukee. And he pitched well in all of those except for the one in Oakland, which was his first start. And obviously we know that's a AAA park. So, I know that the Rays had a little bit of fun against Taj Bradley and Jamison Tyone, or the Marlins, excuse me. But besides that, they really haven't done anything. So, I mean, would it surprise me if this game goes over because it's the Fish and neither one of these bullpens are either particularly good? No, but again, I don't know. I guess
I just placed a small bet on the over. I got an 8.5 minus 115. So not only do I kind of like the over, but that number's a little bit off market. Just a small bet, nothing crazy. What do you think, Trev?
First 5 under. I think it's like 4.5. I'm trying to find it right now, but like Toast, like Cubs have not been hitting righties whatsoever here. I know Edward Cabrera is a gas can, but Cubs haven't been doing a whole lot of anything against righties lately. And Marlins, I think Ben Brown's going to be good enough to where he gives up 1 or 2 maybe at most, but under first 5 under 4.5. Just think I don't want to get in bed with the bullpens here because we know how both of these bullpens are not good. So give me like a 3-1, 2-1 game after 5, and then let the bullpens come in and push this game over for you. But I just don't have a lot of faith in either of these teams really getting to these starting pitchers. I think the pitchers will be just fine tomorrow, given the offenses that we're dealing with right now.
I don't like either of these pitchers.
I like Ben Brown. I mean, I guess you can give the Marlins bats a little bit of a bump because they've already seen him too. So there's that.
Yeah, I don't like either of these starters.
I like Ben Brown.
I know I do agree that the Cubs bats have been leaving you. They haven't been all that great recently, so you definitely got to agree there. They've been in a downslope, but I don't see them having problems getting to Cabrera. I mean, other than the White Sox start, he wasn't good against the Athletics. He wasn't good against the Dodgers. He wasn't good against the Red. I mean, pretty much the White Sox. And, well, the Nationals over a month ago, his first start of the season, he was okay. But other than that, he's been hit up in every single start. So even though the Cubs haven't been all that great offensively, they're in a little bit of a lull. I don't think they're going to have problems scoring in this ballpark on Cabrera. And I'm not a Ben Brown guy. Toast kind of likes him. I don't get it personally. But, yeah, small bet on the over 8.5. Next up, Reds Pirates. May have been a little hasty here with this one, but I don't care. I'm riding it out. I bet the Pirates money line.
I almost did too. Well, first 5, but yeah.
Oh, why? I mean, there's no reason isolated to the first 5 here. There's nobody available for the Reds in the late innings here. We're talking about. Let me pull it up. So obviously they haven't upgraded their stuff yet, Fangraphs. But just to show you the Reds bullpen here, they really wanted this win against Cleveland today because they used Pagan and Centillan for the 3rd straight day. So 3 straight days won't be available. 3 straight days won't be available. Ashcraft will be available. That's it. He's the only one that's going to be available for the Reds. Taylor Rogers pitched. That's his third time pitching in 4 days. May pitch back-to-back 3 of the last 4. This guy Suter will be available. Scott Barlow pitched. He has gone. Oh no, Scott Barlow pitched tonight, but he threw like 30 pitches. So the Reds bullpen is really, really limited for this one. Mitch Keller's been good. I don't like Lodolo. He hasn't been very good this year. He's been letting everyone down. I took the Pirates at the plus money. And look, I know that the Pirates cannot hit. I get it. But neither can the freaking Reds. The Reds can't hit either.
Bingo.
So as bad as the Pirates lineup is, the Reds lineup is almost as bad. I mean, and especially when the Reds are in a lull, they're just as bad as the Pirates. So I feel I have the starting pitching advantage. I have the significant bullpen advantage. Maybe the Reds lineup is better than the Pirates, but I don't even – the Reds lineup is so bad right now. They had a couple games where they showed up. They showed up once against the White I'm on the Pirates. I think they steal this one. Keller pitches great. Toast, you're on the first 5 under. I don't mind that.
Yeah, how'd you know? First 5 under 4.5. Paid a little juice for it at 125. Don't care. I've been preaching that I think that Mitch Keller has been pitching well. I've watched all of his last couple starts. The LA and San Diego starts. San Diego was great. I'm sorry, the Dodgers I think was great. San Diego kind of got away from him a little bit, but against St. Louis and against the Mets, he's been fantastic. Not to mention the fact that I don't know what to think of this Reds offense for one, but it's so hit or miss it doesn't matter. And not to mention the fact that they only have a couple lefties, and that's really the side of the plate that Mitch Keller really struggles with. And then on the other side, as far as Lodolo is concerned, I mean, another same situation where he really struggles with lefties, only a couple lefties, O'Neal Cruz being one of them. But if he beats me for 5, I mean, so be it. But besides that, I'm not really counting on the Pirates to do much. I don't trust Nick Lodolo as far as I can throw him, but as long as he doesn't give up 3 or 4 here, I think I'm going to be good here. So first 5 under 4.5.
Someone said, can you please elaborate on the comment you made a video about the sportsbooks not caring about who you bet on? I'm talking about the public action. They don't care. Their priority is getting the number right. It's like that's like saying, oh, the casino doesn't want everyone betting red. Like, no, they don't care because it's a negative EV bet. Their priority is making sure every bet placed into the market is negative EV, not balancing the books. Like I think we all assume they do when we first get into it. At least I assumed years ago. So that's what I meant by that. Their priority is getting the market completely efficient, and they don't do that by reacting to the public action. Jonesy.
I mean, the books make the most money with the 50-50 split.
Yeah, but that's their priority is only reacting to.
Right. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, so they understand that that's how they make their money.
Jonesy, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Nick Lodolo bounces back a little bit here. His spot where he's better at is on the road. I mean, on the road this year, 1.44 ERA versus 6.33 ERA at home. Lefties on the road, they kind of get to him 2.86, but there's a ton of righties in this lineup, like Toast said. So I'm taking Cincinnati first 5. I don't like Mitch Keller. You guys already know that he's terrible. He's trash. Lodolo going to bounce back after that White Sox game. And again, a bunch of righties in that lineup for the Pirates, and on the road this year, they're batting 163 versus him with a 228 slug. So I think the Reds will get to Keller, and then, like you said, the bullpen is absolutely just fried. So I want no part of this full game. But Nick Lodolo is going to come back and shove. I mean, he's bouncing back, and the Pirates are absolute trash. So I think he does really well. And when he leaves, that's when all hell breaks loose for Cincinnati here.
All right, yeah, I am on Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty sure Nick Lodolo's middle name is Bounce Back. You hear that a lot.
It is, yep.
It is. That is a fact. Yep.
Mets on the road at Boston. This is a weird one because you got really strong winds blowing out well, not exactly blowing out. It's like blowing towards first base. So it's blowing left to right. I'm not sure if that impacts anything, but it's 3 lines on Ballpark Pal, which indicates strong winds. Hunter Dobbins has struggled against left-handed bats. The Mets have some dangerous lefties in the lineup. So I guess, like, on paper, it would be a pretty nice spot for a Soto home run or a Lindor. Maybe a Nimmo, but I don't really like how the Mets are just coming off the Sunday Night Baseball game. Not that the trip from the Bronx to Boston is anything crazy, but I don't know. It's a historic. You don't bet the team coming off Sunday Night Baseball that needs to travel. I don't know. I actually kind of think it's a sneaky spot to bet Boston, but I can't do it.
Yeah, it would only be Mets first 5 run line for me or pass. But I'm not really in love with what I'm seeing from the Mets offensively right now. And I don't really know what to expect from Boston. I really wanted to bet Boston too, not because I think that Boston offense, like I said, I'm not really in love with what I'm seeing from them, but Kodai Senga does struggle with lefty bats. He has been for a while. That's Duran, Devers, Abreu. I mean, so they definitely have some power from the left-hand side of the plate as far as Boston is concerned. So I think it's a sneaky spot to play Boston as well, especially because the Mets bullpen, I don't really know what the situation is right now. Not as far as rested is concerned, but they really haven't looked good. Diaz has been okay, but Stanek's been shaky. Reed Garrett can't find the strike zone. Brazopan gave it up tonight. So it's just a situation I wouldn't want to deal with the bullpen. So if you were playing Boston full game, that would make sense for me. But if I had to bet, I would bet on Senga through the first 5 and then have to deal with everything else later.
Someone said nice 2-inch jump by Soto to rob the homer. He wouldn't have gotten it anyway, but I agree that was funny. Like, he wasn't even close. But in fairness, I don't think he was even anywhere. I don't think he had a prayer of robbing that home run. Trev?
Yeah, same with Toast. I'm back in the Mets first 5. I was going to take the run line too, so great minds think alike there, Toast. Senga. I love Senga. Senga's awesome. He's really damn good on the road too. Hunter Dobbins. I don't mind him, but I just don't think he's going to have a lot of success here, especially wind blowing out, and we know how bad Boston's offense is at home. So now you're going to get the old ghost fork rolling into town here, slicing and dicing through the first 5. I'll back him there, and that's how I'm going to play this one. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, on paper, the Mets should smoke Dobbins. I mean, the Mets are a top 5 lineup on the road, a top 5 lineup against righties, a top 5 lineup overall. I mean, they're pretty elite offensively in every single category.
The reason, really quickly, I just wanted to note the reason that I'm not worried about like the pocket of lefties that I was talking about is because Senga pitched so well against Arizona, and I'm not really worried about it. I mean, they're so much better, and they have lefties in that lineup that are better. So. And more of them. So I don't really worry about it as much. I just want to make that point.
Yeah, I don't have a good enough reason to do it, but I have a feeling the Red Sox win. But like I said, there's no numbers that really support it. So I'll put up Boston, but not betting it.
And I haven't bet the Mets yet. I was gonna see. I might. I don't know. Probably not.
I feel like Hunter Dobbins might pitch well, but I don't. He looked all right. I watched his last start. It was against the Tigers. I remember thinking, like, this guy's pitching so much better than the stat line shows. I don't know. Not betting this shit. Next up, Houston on the road in Tampa. I have a bet I'm considering here, and if And if you guys co-sign it, I might be down to place it. So I don't see how the Astros get to 5 runs here. On the Rays side, if you want to tell me they're going to score 10 off this dude, Colton Gordon, cool. If you want to tell me that Colton Gordon is going to throw a pitch a gem, also cool. I don't really know what to do on that side. But Pepio, solid starter, not great, not terrible. The Astros just don't hit on the road. We just saw them struggling to hit in the Rangers series. The only game they hit was when I cast that plus 158. They did it off the bullpen. I just don't see how I don't see how you could take the Astros over 4.5 runs when, if you look at their road games, I mean, they are not scoring 5 runs at all. I mean, how many times on the road have they scored 5 runs? Like, not often. So this is just not a good lineup on the road, and I like Pepio. I think he's all right. So I was considering this, but in this ballpark, it makes it tough.
What was it? Minus 145?
Minus 140. But if I look here, not only, so just to show you, I'm not exaggerating here. We're talking about one of the worst road lineups in baseball. Bottom 5, one like the likes of the White Sox, the Rockies. That's how bad this Astros lineup has been on the road this year. So getting to 5 runs with one of the worst road lineups in baseball with a decent starter on the mound, who, by the way, has actually pitched better at home, Pepio.
And look at the lineups he's faced. I mean,
Toronto, Philly, Yankees, Padres, Yankees, Red Sox. Yeah, I just think 5 is crazy.
I don't hate that. I was looking at Rays first 5, but they're coming home from a quote unquote road trip, but they were just in Miami, so it's really not that big of a travel spot there in Florida. But Pepe Le Pew's been really good against some pretty damn good offenses at home and on the road. So his first 3 starts at home were kind of shaky. I will give you that. But ever since then, I mean, a couple been on the road. I get that, but 6 innings, 3 runs against the Yankees. I don't think he really pitched bad in that start. He went on the road and pitched well against the Padres, and then on the road against the Yankees again. He only went 4 1/3, but he didn't pitch that bad. So he's only continued to get better. It would only be Rays first 5 or pass for me. I don't hate that Astros team total under. I mean, when's the last time they scored 4 runs on the road? Let's look.
5 I was looking at, and they scored. Scored. They hit 6 in one game of the Texas series, the one I won.
Twice on their last road trip. Once against the White Sox, once against Milwaukee. Same thing. They had that one lucky Sunday against Kansas City, and that
they didn't hit it once in St. Louis.
Nope. One in Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, if you put the hit rate of the Astros getting to 5 runs on the road, it's hitting at a high rate. So, I don't know. I'm kind of spitballing. I don't really feel comfortable with the game as a whole. What do you think, Trevor?
Under 9. Again, Houston on the road, and Tampa. They've gotten to a few righties lately, but overall, like, they're not scoring a ton of runs. Like they had 11 versus the Blue Jays on Tuesday, and then 8 on Thursday. Other than that, like, they're scoring 4 runs at most in these games. So and Pepio, I like him too, and they're at home. Colton Gordon, I think, is going to be fine. I think just rough outing the first time, but the Rays are so hit or miss, and I just kind of like the under here. I think both pitchers will be fine. 9 feels a little high given both of these teams. I know it's outside of Tampa in that park, wind blowing out.
It's 85 degrees. That's why.
Yeah, I get it, but
do it.
Under. I'm probably not gonna bet this game, but I'm debating it. I like that under.
Yeah.
What you don't want, I was just going to say, it's just that's why that total is that high. It's because it's going to be 85 degrees with the wind blowing out. So,
yeah.
Not that overs in that park have been automatic, but I'm just,
I got to say, I don't really understand your bet here, Toast.
What don't you, what?
You're betting on Cleveland to get to Bailey Ober?
I am, yeah.
I don't really get that.
Okay. I bet my bets, you bet your bets. I mean, I see Bailey Ober that everybody's falling in love with, and who's he pitched against? Baltimore twice. This Cleveland offense once, who had 8 hits off of him in 7 2/3. I'll give you that, but they have seen him multiple times over the last couple of years. Boston, I'm not really impressed with at the moment right now. The Mets got to him, and then he pitched against Kansas City that we know that we can't hit. So I see Baltimore, the White Sox, and KC. At least that's 4 teams that we know can't hit at all. And the other team that Cleveland, yes, he pitched well against them before, but they've already seen him. I just feel like he's kind of being overrated right now, and you're going to give me a 1.5 through the first 5 tomorrow. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, I have a full unit on it.
I don't know. Bailey Ober's been pretty good.
And yeah, he has. He's been really good.
What do you think, Trevor?
Yeah, I think I like Guardians money line here. Twins versus lefties. Yes, they got to Kikuchi and who is this other guy? Povich. So congrats, Logan Allen. Yes, he's given up some runs, 2 or 3, but he's only had 2 bad outings. That was Boston, San Diego. He gave up 7 and 4. Other than that, he's been fine. I think the Twins just got hot for 2 weeks, and now my Brew Crew takes them down and covers the run line. -1.5, no big deal. But they took them down. Now they're going to travel. I think they're going to go on a little skid here. I know Ober's been fine, but I don't mind Logan Allen. And I just kind of think the spot is Twins just going to go on a little bit of a skid here. They just won 2 weeks straight. They're going to kind of just fall flat a little bit here. And Logan Allen, I don't hate. So give it to me. It feels like an under game, like a 3-1 game where all of a sudden just the Twins can't hit, can't score anything, something like that.
Not to mention, if you look at the Cleveland game log, they crush on the road. So I know that Cincinnati wasn't great, but they've been crushing on the road. So I just thought that 1.5 through the first 5. Again, I'm not trying to take away what Bailey Ober's doing, but he's been doing it against teams that literally can't hit. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's a bit of a buy low spot on Cleveland. I could see that. 7.5 feels really low.
It's because there's not good weather. I mean, that's part of it too.
Let me pull it up. Oh, wait. Target field.
Mm-hmm.
We have heavy wind blowing in.
Mm-hmm.
So there's heavy wind blowing in.
Mm-hmm.
And you're taking the Guardians to score on Bailey Ober on the road. Heavy wind blowing in.
Yeah, I've established this over the last couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm not worried about. I don't have the Guardians down as a home run hitting team right now, so I'm not really worried about the wind blowing in.
He's not worried about the wind.
Clearly, you don't like my bet. I get it.
I don't like it,
but I'm not really. I don't.
I get.
Bet the first 5 team total under. Then, if you don't like it that much, put your money up. Like I don't understand what we're doing. I was
thinking
here.
Like Twins first 5.
Go ahead. Why don't bet Bailey Ober because he looks so good against Baltimore because they're so good. They are such a good baseball team. He's been shoving.
All right, I'm typing Twins first 5.
Home starts against the Mets, the White Sox, and Baltimore. I mean, just a who's who of hitting in this league right now.
What the fuck's wrong with the Mets?
I don't know. Have you watched them?
Yeah.
And
they're a top 10 lineup. And, the Mets are in the top 10 lineup now? All right. I don't know. Bailey Ober's been good. I would go Twins first 5. Although I do agree, it's like Cleveland's due for a win. No.
I'm not betting them to win. I'm betting them to score 2 runs.
This game sucks. This slate of games sucks so far. Seattle on the road in Chicago. I think this is an under. You got heavy wind that's kind of blowing in this one. 3 lines. I think in the middle of their country, there's going to be a lot of windy games. They have some tornado type stuff going on. So I think no, seriously, that's what someone said.
I know. It's just crazy.
So yeah, I think this is a hard under. I'm not obviously. I'm not the biggest Louis Castillo guy, and I realize the White Sox haven't been that bad. They've actually shown signs of life offensively, but with the heavy wind blowing, it's blowing in from left field, kind of like in towards first base. Gonna make it really tough. I just think it's an under game. Seattle's bats have come back down to earth. Castillo should be fine. Probably pitches 7 innings in this one. Under or first 5 under maybe, but you only can get an 8. So, what do you think?
It would only be the White Sox for me. I would never lay minus 200 in a Luis Castillo start in my life. That I can promise you, for one. And for two, I mean, I really don't love the spot for Seattle, too. I mean, they just swept the Padres. I mean, and now they're coming into Chicago here. I mean, it's just not a spot that I'm laying to. Like, do I want to bet am I going to actually bet the White Sox? No, but I mean, it's not like I just feel like this price is a little high. It's not like Seattle's been killing right-handed pitching over the last couple weeks either. So a lot of their numbers on the road are good, and a lot of their numbers look better as far when you go farther back. But recently they haven't been as great. So again, it would be White Sox or pass. I'm not betting though.
Jonesy.
Yeah, White Sox first 5 plus the half. Like you said, bats have regressed more towards normal Seattle bats. And the White Sox, they've been all right lately. I mean, Davis Martin, he either gets absolutely shelled or, he has like a 1 or 0 outing. And I think tomorrow, given the wind also. What's that?
I see a plus 110 for him.
Yeah, I see plus 110 on FanDuel. But yeah, just it's kind of scary, but I'm going to back the White Sox. I don't mind Davis Martin. He's been fine. Don't want to do anything with that bullpen, and Seattle, again, regressing in front of our eyes. So take a stab. Let's go White Sox first 5. Let's get like a 0-0 after the first 5, and we'll call it a day. That sounds pretty good to me.
I don't think it's that crazy, just simply because I don't think Seattle's bats are just not what they were a couple weeks ago. And to check this out, I'll pull it up on the screen. This is actually crazy. The collapse of the Seattle Mariners bat. So on the season, this is a top 10 lineup. They're 6th in WRC plus, but in the last 30 days, 5th. Last 14 days, this is a bottom 5 lineup in baseball. Bottom 5. That's so crazy. Versus righties, bottom 5 lineup. Even on the road in the last couple of weeks, even though I'm not sure how many road games they've played in the last 14 days. But yeah, the Mariners bats have come crashing down to a screeching halt. In the wind here, I wouldn't be surprised if Seattle's only got 1 on the scoreboard through 5 innings. So, I think that's possible.
I just wanted to point out, too, that Castillo's numbers over the last month or so have looked really good because 3 of his last 4 starts have been at home, and the road start was Texas when everybody was injured. His 2 previous road starts, Cincinnati and Toronto, he got smoked. So just for what that's worth, I actually don't hate that, Trevor.
Let's move on to the next one.
Let's ride.
I actually might ride with you. Not the half, but I'll ride with you.
One of these teams has to win, guys. Somebody has to win this baseball game.
I swear to God, I didn't spend 2 seconds on this game. I don't even ask.
We have to talk about it. Trevor, who's turning the corner on their season? Is it the Brewers? Is it the Pooh crew? Or is it the Orioles?
It is the Brew crew. They're coming alive, and we just saw Baltimore get fucking swept by the Nationals. Like, not just swept, they got spanked. Even with the new manager bump, they can't fucking win games. If there's a spot for Quinn Priester to shove, it's going to be against this damn Orioles team. Brewers money line, and I don't necessarily hate the under. I know it's scary given both these guys on the bump, but who's scoring? Like, it's a real struggle to score runs for both of these teams, and I think maybe the bullpens will be just fine, just given that neither of these offenses are any good. But Brewers money line, like Churio robbing that homer, saving the game today. It's just a morale booster.
I will give you that. That was awesome.
Oh, you did see that? Yeah, that's what Jacksons do out in the outfield. Just robbing home runs. That's what he does. But Brewers money line. If Baltimore shows up and Dean Kremer show up and shut us out and score a ton of runs, so be it. But I have no faith in that offense whatsoever.
Dean Kremer is not showing up on the road. Never has. Never will.
That's why I said if.
So what's with this price then?
Dude, what was the Orioles price the last 2 days? They were almost minus 200 and they lost by like 30.
So you think this is a case of just the Orioles being overpriced?
Yeah, everyone loves the Orioles.
I don't even understand.
The Orioles.
I don't even think
no one loves the Orioles. No one.
I don't even understand. I'm not betting this. There's no chance in hell. But like Quinn Priester hasn't even been that bad. He had 2 bad starts against a St. Louis team that was red hot and a Cubs team that was red hot. But besides that, Cleveland, Houston, San Francisco, Detroit, Colorado, he was just fine. And again, we don't have to establish how bad this Orioles team has been. It makes absolutely no sense. Kramer's been terrible on the road, but again, Milwaukee can't score to save their life. Now, I will say that Milwaukee just saw Pablo Lopez and Joe Ryan. Not many people score runs on them, and they were able to have a little bit of success against like the Tampa pitching staff and some of the Houston pitching staff. So maybe there's a little bit of ray of hope. Maybe that catch from Jackson Chourio gave them a little bit of bump they need. It would be only Milwaukee for me. I said that in the beginning because I wouldn't bet this game with your money, Kyle. Go ahead. He wants to bet Baltimore, I think.
Yeah. This is a spot. Nobody wants to back Baltimore. Here we go. No such thing as a Baltimore spot. Just
I don't know if there's anybody that wants to back
spot.
Either team, to be honest. Let's check this.
I mean, I want to show you guys something, and I'm not trying to sway your decision. I want you to just look with an open mind. Quinn Priester. Let's talk Quinn Priester for a second, who I like.
Got a walk issue.
No. He's got a lefty issue, Trevor. This man is a serious case of the cannot get lefties out itis. 398 WOBA, 187 whip, 611 expected FIP. That's pretty freaking bad against lefty bats. Lefties. Why am I bringing this up, you might ask? Well, funny enough, if you look over to the Orioles' projected lineup for the game, don't worry, let's cruise on over. How many lefties are in Baltimore's lineup?
6.
We have 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Mountcastle's ready. 1. Mountcastle's ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lefties, including 5 of the first 6 bats. What? You guys are just going to ignore that?
No, if there's a spot that you're going to fix your lefty issues against this damn Orioles team, you'll be fine.
Can you bring up the screenshot of the Orioles on the road then, if we're going to talk about that problem?
Yeah, we can do
Can we talk about the Orioles bats problem? Exhibit A to my case.
Okay, we can.
They can score.
Orioles on the road. Well, let's skip on the road. Let's go to righties. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Last 30 days, they're 13th. It's not that bad. I hope you win. Not great on the road.
That was good. Let's skip on the road. Let's just check out righties. That was good. I like that.
What's the Orioles team total? What's the Orioles team total at?
2 runs too high.
What about just an over for the game?
Are you nuts?
It's 4.5 plus 150.
I can get a 3.5 minus 140.
3.5, 140
all
on ESPN.
9 innings. The Brewers bullpen sucks, and all their major arms pitch tonight.
Oh
Dude, the Orioles are getting to 4 runs in this game, guys. Say I won't do it.
You know what? I'm going to bet the Orioles team total under now.
I'm doing it. Minus 140 on ESPN bet.
You know what, though?
I believe it was Andy Dufresne who said, get busy living or get busy dying. I'm betting it. Who is Andy Dufresne? Jesus Christ, bro.
Whatever.
Where'd you grow up? Siberia? How do you not know who Andy Dufresne is?
Who is Andy Dufresne?
Are you kidding me?
Thank you, Trevor.
I guarantee you, everyone in this chat knows who Andy Dufresne is. I will guarantee you. Watch the comments start to flood. Tell them who Andy Dufresne is, guys. I'm not even going to look.
I just want to say, now that I think I don't hate that bet because in the Orioles bet, only because I will say they're absolutely terrible and I don't think I could stomach it. But I will say, if there's one spot that I love, and you guys know this, is betting a team after a dog shit homestand and then their first game on the road. And this is like the epitome of that spot right here. I don't think you could look anywhere worse at home. But yeah, I can't read the comments. You're gonna have to tell me.
It's the main character in the movie Shawshank Redemption. a very widely critically acclaimed film as being one of the best films of the 90s.
He looks like a Wish.com version of Channing Tatum.
That's the actor is Tim Robbins. Dude, Trevor, where did you grow up? How do you not know this? You don't know who Tim Robbins is either?
I know who Tim Robbins is.
Andy
I like
Dufresne.
that movie that he's in with Martin Lawrence when his wife cheats on him, and but she really didn't cheat on him because it's her twin. That's a good one.
Yeah, I've never seen this guy either.
What? He knows Tim Robbins from that movie, but not Shawshank Redemption.
I've seen Shawshank Redemption. I don't know the names of all the characters. I'm so sorry.
Orioles team total over 3.5 minus 140. I bet this. All right, let's go. Unreal.
No one's picking me for movie trivia on their team. I promise.
Same.
Tigers. Someone goes, Kyle, get new guests.
Yeah.
Tigers on the road at St. Louis. A bullpen day for the Tigers, and the Tigers bullpen is not in good shape. So if there's a good spot for the Cardinals bats, probably be here. Kyle Montero really struggles against lefties. I don't think the Cardinals have a bunch of lefties, though. 1, 2, 3, only 4 lefties in the Cardinals lineup. You got Nootbaar and Donovan up top. They're pretty righty heavy here in St. Louis, so maybe it's actually a spot where Kyle Montero can eat some innings for the Tigers. Obviously, Tigers are flying back from Toronto. Toronto to St. Louis is not a crazy flight, is it? St. Louis is... No, actually, that is a pretty decent flight.
It's probably like 4. Now I want to look. I would say like 4.5 hours.
So the question is, what do you think of Sonny Gray against the Tigers lineup?
Oh, damn, it's anyway, I don't know. I
before you talk, I'll just say what I'm leaning. Kind of think it's an under game. You got heavy wind blowing in. Sonny Gray at home. You got Detroit in a weird travel spot. Might actually be a decent spot for Kyle Montero pitching against a lineup that isn't loaded with lefties. I know that the Detroit bullpen's in shake. I think I just hit an under in the Cardinals earlier today. It was sweat free. I had under 8.5 in the Cardinals game today, and I think this one stays under as well.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I want to bet.
I actually don't care what you say. I'm betting it.
I want to bet. I want to bet Detroit. I mean, I know that they're not going to have Vest and Tommy, but I don't really think I just feel like this. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know if this price is like. Do I feel like I'm being suckered to bet this Detroit team who's been really, really good? It's just a price thing for me. I don't really like Sonny Gray at all, and he really hasn't been really good at home. I mean,
okay, I'm sorry. Is it definitely Kyle Montero? Because this odds logic is saying undecided. Whatever, I'll bet it.
Everything I was gonna say, everything that I've seen is Kyle Montero. So I don't know. I don't know who else they would put out there, but I mean, unless they're gonna go, yeah, I don't.
It might be like a bullpen day where like the website's not even sure who it is, but it's gonna be Montero type of shit. So I bet the under 8.5 here. I got a minus 120.
But I mean, Sonny Gray doesn't have any really like bad splits. I mean, they're pretty much kind of the same. So I mean, Detroit's been so good on the road this year. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's 14 days, 30 days, full season versus right-handed pitching. I mean, they have been very like a top 5, top 10 offense at worst at home or on the road. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. So I know that they didn't really look good today, but it would only be the Tigers here for me. I don't really know. I get that St. Louis has been really, really good. I'm not trying to take anything away from them, but I just feel like at this price, it's just they're really underestimating or undervaluing how good this Tigers team has been as well. So not to mention the fact that this Cardinals winning streak was against like Pittsburgh and Washington. Philadelphia was really good. I mean, they lost one of those games, but and then 2 out of 3 at Kansas City as well. So again, I don't really know what to come of it. The 1-0 Kansas City win yesterday, and then whatever what was it today, 2-1 today. So it's not like their offense has been really doing much. It's been kind of feast or famine for St. Louis. So it would only be Detroit for me. I don't know if I actually get there though.
Just wanted to show you the weather here. So you can see Cardinals dead, Busch Stadium dead last in run index, a minus 9% run index in this game. You got wind, heavy, 2 lines is pretty heavy wind blowing in towards, in from right field, which is good, especially the Tigers have a lot of lefties. Yeah, I just bet this. I'm in under 8.5. Trev?
Yeah, it'd be Tigers money line and under for me too. Everything underwise exactly what you said, and then same with Toast for Detroit. I mean, this offense has been really good. I know they're going to be missing some arms in the bullpen, but Sonny Gray at home, he does give up some runs, but I think given the travel spot, it'll kind of be in the weather that those will be kind of deadened a little bit. But I still trust Detroit more than St. Louis personally. Detroit's just bet an absolute wagon this year.
Cardinals have been
Detroit,
a wagon too, though. I feel like you're being unfair. Cardinals have been a wagon.
Fair they have, but you're going to put a gun to my head. I'm going to pick Detroit over St. Louis every time. I think Detroit's the much better team.
I mean, it's hard to argue with your Detroit bet at the number. I will give you that.
Yeah.
I kind of think the Cards are going to win, though. But
that's why I said I feel like I'm being suckered in with that number.
Yeah, under for me. Phillies 4-game series starting in Coors, so we'll be seeing Phillies at Colorado ad nauseum here because this is the first of 4. Where we'll actually be watching the 4th game of this series from the Yankee Stadium parking lot, throwing bags and shit. For those of you that are meeting us there on Thursday, this is the game that starts. We're at the Yankee game. We're in the Yankee game at 12:35. And then this game starts at 3:30. So the Yankee game's going to finish, and we're going to go out in the parking lot and turn this game on, and we're all going to bet Rockies money line in the getaway day.
Have you seen who's pitching for the Rockies that day?
No, who is it?
Guy by the name of Carson Plumquist.
Money line, getaway day. I want the Phillies to win the first 3, 13-1.
It is Taiwan Walker on the mound, so
I want this is what I want. I want the Phillies to win the first 3 games 10-1, 13-0, 16-4, and then we get a nice plus 290 on getaway day, and we watch it in the parking lot. What is Jonesy? What do you think of this one?
Yeah, under 10. We got wind blowing in from center. Yeah, kind of doing some swirlies. It's actually blowing in, then it's going to go towards first baseline. It'll be blowing out towards the end of the game, actually. So, regardless, first or just 10 under. Rockies offense, no thanks. Chris Sanchez has been really, really good. Not to mention he's a ground ball guy, so keep the balls out of the air. And I know Freeland gives up some runs, but Philly's offense doesn't really scare me right now. Now you're going to travel to Colorado, no days off. I think it's going to be an ugly game. I really do. So under 10, a disgusting Coors Field under, but weather, I think Sanchez will be fine. Rockies suck, and Phillies bats have not really been incredible lately. So under.
What do you think, Toast?
Phillies team total over 6.5. Plus 106. I think they absolutely destroy Kyle Freeland tomorrow. Not only has Kyle Freeland been absolutely terrible at home, 5 runs in 3 innings to Detroit, 6 runs in 4 1/3 to Cincinnati. He pitched really well against Washington. Congratulations. And then Milwaukee hit him up for 5 runs in 6 1/3. He does have really good numbers versus lefty bats. That's 2 people in that lineup, Harper and Schwarber. Both of them, I don't really worry about it. I mean, Harper hasn't really been that great, but to be dead honest with you, I'm not really worried. Everybody else in that lineup for Philadelphia is going to be batting from the right-hand side of the plate. Again, I think that Christopher Sanchez pitches really well as well. But, I mean, to get the Phillies it's anywhere close to a decent number, you're going to have to lay 2.5 runs. So instead of dealing with that, I just think that the Phillies are going to score. So Phillies team total over 6.5.
I probably would just go the Phillies run line minus the 1.5 here. We're getting them on the road. They're going to get 9 full at bats. Don't love the idea that they're just flying into Coors without the day off. I probably will be down to bet Phillies minus 1.5 in tomorrow's matchup. Let's see who's pitching tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, that 1.5 minus 180, just so you know.
Oh, my. Then for this one?
Yes, that's why I said the only thing respectable is Phillies minus 2.5. Yeah. You can't bet. Trust me, if it was 140, I would bet it.
Tomorrow's Jesus Luzardo against the Tella.
Yeah.
If you wanted, you could probably play Sanchez record a win. minus 130.
I'm good. Next.
All right.
Yeah, I want Freeland. I want the Phillies bats versus Freeland.
7-0 works for me.
Royals Giants. Toast has a bet on this one. He's sticking to his guns here, sticking with his guy.
Why would I stop, guys? Why would you? I think now this is not my expression. I think it goes, why would you kick the gift horse in the mouth? Isn't that what you say?
Why would you punch a gift horse in the face?
Sorry, why would you punch a gift horse in the face? Because Robbie Ray's the definition of the gift horse, guys. If there is one guy in this league right now that's the gift horse, it's Robbie Ray. Giants are 9-0 when he starts. He's been absolutely fantastic. Not to mention the fact the Royals can't hit for shit. And on top of the fact that, yes, Bubik has been very, very good. I will give him that. But, I mean, his 2 road starts against somewhat decent offenses, and Yankees in Cleveland, not so great. Baltimore and Houston, he looked kind of good. We all know, not to mention the fact that the Giants have actually started to hit left-handed pitching over the last couple weeks as well. So I don't understand this price. I think this is a very, very good spot for the Giants, who get to stay home as well. They don't have to travel or anything like that. So I want nothing to do with the Giants bullpen, but I do want to continue to back Robbie Ray.
What about Jonesy?
Yeah, Giants money line and over. We got 16-mile-an-hour winds blowing out dead center tomorrow in San Francisco, and like Toast said, they're starting to hit lefties. This month they're sitting, I believe this was 6th versus sixth WRC plus versus lefties. They're batting 779 OPS, 165 ISO, 116 WRC plus. Bubic has been good, but I think Ray's going to be just fine. He'll give up 1 or 2, but I think the Giants can get to Bubic. If there's a spot that he's going to get hit up, he's got to travel. You got absurd amount of wind blowing out, and the Giants are hitting again. So over and Giants money line. I mean, 7, fuck.
Here's the thing with this game. This ballpark is so weird because I see that too. The wind, we got heavy wind blowing out. He's not wrong. There's heavy wind blowing out here, but it just doesn't work in this ballpark.
It negates it. The swirls negate it.
Yeah, the freaking swirls. And I'm down to back Robbie Ray. I'm not all in on Robbie Ray or have a weird obsession with him like Toast does, but the Royals against lefties is just it.
Well, is that a little North Texas?
My bad. Wrong window. 1 second. There we go. Royals.
The mean green.
Real quick, let's break down the North Texas step chart.
I know you got armies ready too. Don't be trying to act like you don't.
Yeah, armies up there. I'm in the American Athletic Conference right now. Let's talk North Texas defensive returning production. But no, this is what I wanted to show you right here. Royals against lefties. Last 30 days, this is a bottom 5 lineup in baseball. 26 in WRC plus against lefties. I mean, they're not even really hitting righties either, but especially against lefties. So
Can you show Robbie Ray's splits really quick too? Because that will paint the picture a little bit better. Kansas City, only 2 lefty bats in their lineup as well. And as you're about to see when Kyle pulls it up, Robbie Ray splits versus lefties and righties. Pretty damn good against righties. Both of his xFIP is high because he's had control issues and whatnot. But besides that, I mean, he's been really, really good against righties and really bad against lefties. But there's no lefties in that lineup to really punish him besides Vinny.
Yes, this is what Toast is talking about here. So he's going to be pitching against, 9 righties or 8 righties? 8 righties. 2. 7 righties in the lineup. Yeah. So, you definitely like those splits. Someone said North Texas winning it all. No, but I do think their offensive line is very undervalued because people look and their center is gone from last year and they lost their center. But what you don't see is that they're all called for conference center from 2 years ago. He missed the entire year with an injury. He's still there. So they're actually upgrading at center, and they also killed it in the portal. But I suppose we'll talk about that in a couple months. Next up, Angels Athletics. I think it's all right. What do we do with this Angels team? Someone in the voice chat earlier tonight called them, and I quote, the hottest team in baseball. I swear to God, it was said. Really? I think it was sports scientist Jacob actually.
Excuse me. They're 2-8 their last 10, but yeah.
No,
I mean,
they
besides
can't
that,
be because they just swept the Dodgers 3-0 in Dodgers
Oh,
Stadium.
I'm sorry. They're 5-5 their last 10. That's what it was. Sorry. That's the Athletics. Both these teams haven't been playing well. I mean, I guess coming off the sweep of the Dodgers, yeah. If they would have won the series against the Padres, that would have been more impressive. That would have been really impressive.
No.
If they won the Padres and they go on the road against the Padres, on the road against the Dodgers, and they win 5 out of 6, that's not impressive, Trevor?
No, I didn't say it was, but you're like, if they would have beaten if they would have got the series win the Padres, then I consider them out. They just swept the Dodgers on the road.
I'm just saying, to be the hottest team in baseball, I would give them that if they would have won the series versus the Dodgers. They keep in mind, Trevor, they lost 2 or 3 against Baltimore not too long ago. Just
Valid
chill.
point.
So is this a sell high spot on the Angels? Because wait. The A's are minus 123.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Forget everything I said in the voice chat when I was. If you were in the voice chat, disregard what I said about this game. I thought I was just glancing at it. I thought the Angels were minus 120. Now this line seems about right. When I saw the line, I was like, Angels minus 120? No. And I thought it was a sell high spot. But now it's A's minus 120. That's about where it should be. So what do you have for this one? Anything, Jonesy?
Yeah, A's money line. You just get the Angels off of a 3-0 sweep at Dodger Stadium, and granted, it's just Oakland or Sacktown, whatever. It's a small travel spot, but you're getting plus money with a team that just beat the Dodgers 3 times in a row, and the A's are spiraling. No, A spot. They're going to get this done tomorrow. JT Ginn, he's bad. I think he was gone for a little bit. I think he was injured or something. I feel like I haven't seen his name, but regardless, I don't mind the A's lineup. Yes, they suck right now, but it's just a simple fate of the Angels off of sweeping the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Talking about riding high, they don't give a shit about this one tomorrow. This is all Athletics. Might even take the 1.5. Get a little spicy.
Someone said Trevor had this whole thing about the Cubs falling apart. He meant the Brewers.
Well, the Cubs have looked so good. Congratulations on the Rockies and the Marlins. Wow, very impressive.
I mean, at least they're winning, dude. You're not winning.
Hey, we just knocked off the hottest team in baseball. No big deal.
Toast, what are your thoughts?
I really don't know. I think this game's priced pretty well. I would lean Angels first 5 because I'm kind of a Soriano guy, to be dead honest with you.
I used to be in my youth. I'm not anymore. He's broken my heart too many times.
You were a Soriano guy?
Jose Soriano, I've cashed some tickets with him.
He's been. I think he's been pretty damn good this year, to be honest with you guys. I had a couple blow up starts against Pittsburgh and Minnesota, but besides that, everything
start, bro.
Yeah, that was really bad. But then he followed that up in Minnesota and got taxed, and then ever since then he's been just good. Really good against the the Tigers. Really good against the Padres. I mean, Toronto was give or take, but I mean, this Athletics team, man. I mean, maybe if they come back home, they'll start scoring. But until I actually see them score, I mean, I had their team total over 3.5 today, and I really liked that bet, and it really wasn't even close. They got one inning where they had some aided by walks, and Butler had a single that scored 2. But besides that, that's nothing. And they had 2 today, and then previous to that, 0, 1, 2, 3, 11, 2, 11, 2, 5, and 3. Like, this team's just not scoring runs, and they're coming off of a little bit of a road trip. Obviously, it's California teams; it's not much, but they're still coming back home. So it would only be Angels first 5 for me.
So you think Soriano could pitch well?
I do, yeah.
If that's the case, if you think Soriano should pitch well, what about that?
I don't hate it. I think that I think that total is super high because of the weather, and I don't really know. Yeah, but I don't really. I mean, it's only 70, 75 degrees. It's not like it's like blistering hot, and it's barely 10-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, it's good run environment. Short answer, yes, I agree with you. I just wanted to why it was so high. I think it's the weather in that ballpark, but as we've seen, it's not like it's an easy over every time the A's play in this ballpark. So yeah, that makes sense.
Question is, what the hell's going on with the Angels bats? Like, is this sustainable? Yeah, I'm not doing this first 5 under. I'm taking it down.
I don't believe it's sustainable, but at the same time, like,
Well, my first reaction was what Trevor said. It's a sell high on the Angels. You bet the A's here. They looked ugly as hell. The way they lost, the Giants were trying to give them that game. They were trying to give him that game the other night, or was that that was Saturday? They were like trying to give them a baseball game, and they were literally incapable of taking it. And especially in this community, we all watched that because I was on the A's. Toast was we were all on the A's, so no one wants to bet this A's team. This would be the spot, like an ugly spot to play on them. Sell high on the Angels. I get that, but I just can't do it.
It would be different if this was only like one series, like their bats were just dead against San Francisco. But this is going back, almost to like the 9th of May, early May. Like, so that's all.
I'm going to put this up. If I was to bet this game, it would be under or first 5 under. Actually, yeah, under or first 5 under, but I'm not going to do it. This ballpark's crazy to take unders in. It's been one of the most profitable over ballparks in baseball this year.
I will say JT Ginn, he gave up 3 homers against Texas, but besides that, not really giving up a lot of homers. And that's kind of how the Angels, that's how the Angels do their damage. They don't string together hits. They hit long balls.
Diamondbacks on the road in Dodger Stadium. When will the Dodgers win another baseball game? Trevor, you're on the Snakes, aren't you? Someone's on the Snakes. Was in the voice chat. Was that you?
I liked Arizona tomorrow. I think a lot of people are going to be expecting, Dodgers cheap price. They're not gonna lose again. They just got swept by the Angels. They got to show up here. Arizona's been raking. They've been hot. I like Brandon Pfaadt. Not a big fan of Landon Knack. That 5.89 ERA. He gives it up, but he gets run in support. But the A's or Arizona, they've been scoring, and I like their bullpen. I think it's a lot better than the Dodgers personally. So you're gonna give me plus 120. Yep.
That is blasphemy. That's blasphemy, Trevor.
Hold on, Toast. You're on record talking shit about the Dodgers bullpen more than anyone.
And I'm also on record saying that this Arizona bullpen is, have you not watched them the last 3 nights?
Hold on.
I've been out during the weekend.
They've been absolutely atrocious.
Yo, hold on.
Atrocious. The last 10 days, Arizona's bullpen is one of the worst in the league. Atrocious.
That's a blip.
Because they're all hurt and they're not coming back. They're not back yet.
Overall this season, they've been better.
Because they had Justin Martinez and AJ Puck and stuff. They're not there now. Ginkel's not even there, so there's a closer right there. I'm sorry. The statement about the bullpens was blasphemy.
I'm not worried.
Are you telling us you're betting the Dodgers here, Toast?
Yeah, I got a full unit on the Dodgers tomorrow. Yeah, I got a full unit on the Dodgers tomorrow. First of all, like I've told you guys, Brandon Pfaadt's not that good.
Yes, dude, are you kidding me? Yes, he is.
I know. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Just like Cole Reagan's, are you kidding me? And he still just gets it. Bowden Francis, are you kidding me? They're just so good.
No one's ever argued with you about the Bowden Francis take.
Yes, they did. They did for until about 2 weeks ago. They did. Not just Kyle either. Many people. Regardless, London Knack. Look. You can say what you want about him. I do trust London Knack. I think there's a reason that I know that the injuries are part of it, but there's a reason that he's on this team. And the one thing that he is pretty damn good with is lefty bats. And there's a lot of lefty bats in that Arizona lineup. And if he can just get through a little bit, this Arizona bullpen is that bad, guys. And you're not gonna have Ginkel in the game. He's on 3 straight days. And everybody else in that bullpen, from Beeks to Thompson to Graveman to Montes d'Orca, is absolutely terrible. 2 of those guys should be in AAA right now. The only reason they're up here is because of all the injuries that Arizona's had. They don't know how to close a game. We've seen it the last couple of nights with Colorado as well. You just can't trust this Arizona team, and especially without Ginkel. I know that the Dodgers have looked bad, but they have all their arms rested and available, ready to go, and London Knack on the mound. At 136, I thought that was just way, way too cheap to play the Dodgers.
I hate that I kind of agree with them. I think it's Dodgers too. Oh, let's do it. Let's go.
Begging you to bet the Dodgers.
I like what Achilles said in the comments. He goes, "Why am I sensing a serious crash out coming from Toast tomorrow night?"
No, the Dodgers losing only makes me happier because
then Arizona wins. You don't like them either.
Yeah, but I don't worry about them.
So you're worried about the Dodgers. You're admitting that.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay.
because they're still going to go spend more money.
They spent $1 billion in the offseason.
Minus 136, Toast. I am officially in. All right. Let's do it.
Get ready for the pain. Trevor's going to be celebrating on tomorrow night.
I don't think Trevor's actually betting the Snakes. He's a coward.
What? It's not open on Guadalajara yet, but I'm going to get a better price than plus 120. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, we
also,
got a second person with that, by the way. Someone DM'd me already. I told you guys this. Someone DM'd me and was like, why are you guys picking on Guadalajara? I live here. Like, and I was like, someone DM'd me on Twitter. And I was like, oh, no, it's just like a joke about All-Star book. And now someone else, I think it was Riddles or someone in the Discord was like, hey, Kyle, do you know which sports book Trevor uses in Guadalajara? I'm giving a lecture on the globalization of gambling. And like, I thought he was kidding at first. He's like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, dude, he doesn't use a book in Guadalajara. I'm just fucking with him. So that's two people that legitimately think you're betting in Guadalajara.
Hey, the bit's working.
I bet this with Toast minus 136. I'm on the Dodgers.
One other thing too. Last three road starts for Mr. Fott. At Miami, really good. At Philadelphia, got slaughtered. At San Francisco, kind of got slaughtered. Gave up a grand slam. So just wanted to throw that out there.
He just wanted to throw it out there, guys. All right, everyone. Betting league, new league starts. Oh, I didn't even see who won. I'll figure out who won. I didn't do the results yet. New league starts now. Well, in like a half hour. So if you're getting in on the betting league this week, you have until 6 p.m. to submit, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you have exactly 17 hours to submit your pick if you're getting in on this week. We all start at 0 every week. It's a brand new league starting. Everyone, thanks for watching. Sorry for the beginning. I think I'm getting sick or something. Been feeling a little down all day, like kind of out of it. But tomorrow, be back at 4 p.m. We need a guest, by the way. Lindy's not coming tomorrow. I'll figure it out. But yeah, everyone, enjoy your day. Bet responsibly. Hit me up in the Discord if you need me. I'll be up doing college football stuff for several hours. So talk to you guys later.